Psyche had been abandoned by Eros. Desolated, the young girl made the decision to devote herself to the temple of the goddess Demeter. She did all her tasks with extreme dedication, but even that amount of work was not enough to make her forget her lost love just for a minute. The goddess Demeter felt sorry for the poor girl and decided to help her.
I feel compassion for your pain, and so I'm giving you the following advice. Visit Aphrodite's temple and offer yourself with humbleness and submission, and perhaps you will curb the goddess's wrath, and who knows, maybe you'll even reconquer your love.
Listening to the goddess's advice, Psyche visited the temple of the goddess of love. The young girl was welcomed by Aphrodite with a great dose of mistrust.
I'm willing to do anything to at least have one chance to get your forgiveness and reconquer my love.
The most insolent and disloyal of all creatures in these lands now wants to be a servant of mine. You cannot just believe that you will have my forgiveness so easily, after having stolen my tributes and hurting my son. Purging your sins will be quite painful, and you will have to undergo the hardest works, which may jeopardize your life.
As her first deed, Psyche would have to visit the granary and separate the different sorts of grains, which were completely mixed. The difficulty of such a task would have stunned even Hercules. The god Eros, who, hidden, was watching everything, asked the ants to help Psyche in her task, and the young girl managed to finish it within record time. Aphrodite was outraged with how quickly she completed the job and ordered Psyche to bring her the golden wool of dangerous sheep. With the helpful advice of the river god, the young girl was able to shear the lambs without being attacked. The god of beauty then demanded water from the source of the Styx, located on the top of a mountain. The task appeared to be unsurmountable, but Zeus ordered his eagle to gather water from the source and then deliver it to Psyche. And so the job was achieved.
I know you have completed these tasks thanks to the pity of the gods, but your next one will cost something that only you can pay. The hassles you have caused me have eroded my beauty. So I'm ordering you to go to the kingdom of Hades and ask Queen Persephone to fill this box with beauty, to regain my splendor. With that, you will have my forgiveness and my blessing to reunite with my son.
Psyche knew her end was nigh. She couldn't find a way to access the underworld unless she decided to take her own life. The young girl was ready to jump off from the top of a tower when she heard a voice. "There's another way. I'll tell you the route and how you can overcome the obstacles known as Charon the ferryman and Cerberus, the three-headed dog. But when you come back, don't ever open the box in any situation." Psyche descended through a cave and reached the bank of the Acheron in the underworld. She gave 2 coins to Charon the ferryman as his pay, telling him,
I'm at the service of the goddess Aphrodite, and I have a meeting with Queen Persephone who is waiting for me.
She crossed the river of the souls towards Hades' domains. Face to face with Persephone, Psyche asked,
I'm here at Aphrodite's request, who asks you to fill this box with a bit of your beauty so that she can restore hers.
Persephone gave her the box back, which was now heavier, and she set sail towards the exit gates of the underworld. She encountered Cerberus, which prevented her passage. However, she had with her barley bread and honey soaked with soporific medicine, which she handed to the dog. It fell asleep right away, and so Psyche kept walking towards the surface. While the ferryman was taking her back, the young girl noticed her own reflection in the waters, and noticed how tired she looked due to all those efforts. As she ascended to the surface, Psyche thought,
This box is almost bursting with beauty. There's nothing wrong with picking some of it for me. And when I re-encounter my love, I will be beautiful and splendorous for him.
Psyche opened the box, and a black mist slipped out of it. Breathing in this mist, Psyche started to black out. and her life moved out of her body. Aware of what had happened, Eros departed to find his love. When he found Psyche, she was already cold like a cadaver. Thanatos, the personification of death, was already next to the young girl's body. Using his powers, Eros removed the deadly mist from his lover's body and put it back into the box. Psyche woke up in the arms of Eros and said,
My love, I now know that I can look into your eyes without running the risk of losing you.
And so the couple kissed each other infatuatedly. Eros ordered Psyche to finish her job, delivering the box to Aphrodite. In the meantime, the god of love flew to Mount Olympus, where he begged Zeus to convince Aphrodite to allow the couple's union. Psyche was taken to Mount Olympus, where all gods were waiting for her. And from the hand of Zeus himself, she was offered the nectar and the ambrosia, elements which conceded immortality. And so the supreme god uttered,
Psyche, you had walked a strenuous path, but in the end you managed to complete your journey. Now you are immortal and free from the obstacles created by men's ignorance. And the bond that ties you and your husband will never be broken, and this love you have shall last throughout eternity.
Hedone, the deity of pleasure, was born from the union of Eros and Psyche, and the couple's love lasts throughout eternity.